Hello, and welcome back to the Calm and Connected podcast. I'm your host, Janine Halloran, and today is all about open-ended play. So, I'm not sure if you've ever, read anything about the importance of play, but a lot of times people will talk about open-ended play. So what does that even mean? It means play that is child-led instead of adult-led, and it means that there's no right or wrong way to play. So when you have a toy that lights up and it has bells and whistles and it's electronic, there's basically just kind of one way to play with it. Blocks are really open-ended because there's no one way to play with blocks. You can build a tower, you can make a town, you can make beds for a doll hospital, you can set up a shop. There's so many different ways to play with blocks, and so that's a great open-ended toy. There's a popular theory called loose parts, and it was started because of an article that was written by Simon Nicholson in 1971. He talks about how not to cheat children, and he talks about the importance of open-ended natural materials to encourage creativity and imagination in children. I love open-ended play because it does help kids work on problem solving. It helps kids in terms of being flexible and being able to take somebody else's point of view. The same materials can be used in so many different ways, and seeing how another person plays can help kids understand they have a different point of view than I do. They are thinking about it differently. It helps their brain get practice being flexible. So there are lots of different materials that can be used for open-ended play. And I love using all sorts of different materials. I love using what I might call natural items like stones or shells, sand, sticks, anything that you can find out in nature, leaves. I sometimes will just go out into the backyard and pick up a bunch of stuff and put it all out for my kids to play with and see what they do. But then I also enjoy using things from the recycling bin. So getting cardboard or getting newspapers, getting cardboard tubes, and seeing what they can create with those. The beauty of open-ended play is that it can also take place indoors or out. So there's some flexibility with that. You can use anything that you have in your house. And this is one of the reasons why I love to use this during a play date, because it's so easy. You could just pick whatever you have in your house and see what kids want to play with, and then let them create whatever. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong creation that they can make. It's really cool to see what one kid will do with the same materials that another kid didn't even think of. They can create so many different things, and it just allows their brain to use their imagination and be innovative. I find that when you have kids pick the materials that they want, they tend to play longer with it. Although for me, I do actually really enjoy setting out invitations to play or setting up invitations to create using specific materials. It's my way of playing, actually, is to set it up and make it look all nice and pretty. And it doesn't stay pretty for anything longer than a minute. I almost want to take a picture of it and then just remember what it looked like at that moment, because it's never going to look like that again. And that's okay. Play is messy by nature. Play can be. And it's going to get messy, especially on a play date. And you have to get comfortable with a certain level of mess when it comes to playing. You can also do something around a theme. So if you have, maybe little knight figures, or you have little superhero figures, or you have dinosaurs, or you want to do a theme around space, you can gather materials that kind of sort of go with that theme and see what they do with it. And you can also incorporate sensory play, which I love. So you can incorporate water beads and shaving cream or sand or water tables. Any of that stuff could be really cool. So I encourage you to set it out and see how the kids interact with it. See how it goes, especially on a play date. See how they can play and create together. If you're looking for more ideas on how to set up playdates, or you want to hear my thoughts on why I love playdates, I'll link up in the show notes some of the recent podcasts I've done all about playdates and the importance of playing. One more thing before you go. Please take a few minutes for yourself and have a little fun. Have an awesome day.